Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Guide Dogs of America. We're so happy to see all of you here today on this beautiful day and for yet another outdoor graduation. It's helping us hopefully soon get back to some type of the new norm, right? So thank you. Thank you to all of you who are joining us through social media. We're excited to have you all here. Looking forward to spend the next hour sharing with you what we do here. So with that, I have to check my notes. I'd like to turn it over to our president, Mr. Russell Gitlin.
If you don't mind, if we can all stand and pledge to the flag, appreciate it. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. I just feel in this day and time it's most important that we just honor what we have and our freedoms, and I appreciate you joining me on that. I want to just make a remark before I get started about puppy raisers. We're in need of puppy raisers. Folks are going back to work and so on and so forth. So if you know somebody that's looking to do a good deed and help out, Guide Dogs of America and help out somebody get a service dog, please get them in touch with us. We're always looking for puppy raisers. We have several litters due next month, and they're going to need great homes, and I'm sure you know people that could provide that. So please join in to help us make that happen. So I want to say good morning, and I want to welcome everybody to the last graduation of 2021. Due to COVID restrictions, it's a smaller graduation than we're accustomed to, but the change we are witnessing today is much greater than meets the eye. One of our graduates, Tom Olzak, calls his guide dog Goliath a force multiplier. A force multiplier is a factor that increases the effectiveness of the whole system. You see, Tom tells this great story about before he got his first guide dog, his wife Karen, unbeknownst to him, used to follow Tom in her car when he left the house to make sure he was okay. The dangers and the worries of the world were too great for her to relax at home. Once he got his guide dog, the sleuthing stopped. Karen knew that no matter what, Tom's guide dog would keep him safe. She was free to resume her everyday life. Another example is my recent favorite, guide dog graduate Madeline Babcock. Her father, Chris, can't speak highly enough about the impact her guide dog Enzo has had on the family. When they're out to dinner, Madeline can go to the restroom without her mother. If Madeline wants to go to Starbucks downtown, she no longer needs her brothers or sisters to accompany her. Even when they're simply picking her up from school, Madeline used to get in the wrong car. Now Enzo knows to look for the minivan. So it's not just these 5 lives being transformed today, brothers and sisters, husbands, wives, daughters, sons, friends, and many more are all receiving the gift of confidence and independence. I want to congratulate all the 5 graduating teams on a job well done. I know you make us proud. I know you'll make us proud. I'd also like to say thank you from the bottom of my hearts to everyone involved in making today possible. That's puppy raisers, volunteers, donors. This is why we do what we do today. The staff here too, to not only transfer these 5 lives, but the lives of countless others as well. So how about a big round of applause for everybody involved in getting us here today? I just want to give you an update on the kennels. Where those of you we're privileged to have Yvonne Martin here today. Yvonne Martin is my director of programs, but she's also our construction liaison for the kennels, and let me tell you, she's earning every bit of her salary. We're just about complete. I think by the end of the year it will be complete for sure. We got a little backed up on a few things, but truthfully, you can even see down below they're looking really good. Anybody that's been working here lately, everybody's very happy with what's going on with the kennels. So we look forward to the beginning of the year opening it up to folks and you guys seeing all the improvements down below. And from what I hear, the dogs really like it. I don't really know how they know that, but they know it. All right, so I'm gonna defer to their expertise on dog language. I have some announcements. In case you didn't know it, we're going through with Vegas. We're going to Las Vegas this November, and I would remind you that the annual Las Vegas charity banquet will be held on the weekend of the 18th at the Paris Hotel. Grab your cowboy hats because the theme is rodeo this year. Since the pandemic struck, we have not had this event, so this is a very welcome event for us. This is a big money raiser for us. We canceled it last year, but this year it's on. We already have about 800 participants. Most of our events are almost sold out because we do ATV ride there, we do golf tournament, we do a clay shoot. A lot of that's already sold out. We're looking forward to the festivities, but everybody's welcome to this. You know, you come and you go online. If you go online and you go down to the rodeo, you'll see you can sign up. I'd love to have you out in Vegas with us. I want to talk about sponsorships. You know, a lot of folks donate a lot of money to see that these dogs get harnesses, that they're sponsored, and I want to talk about a few of them. We have one team sponsorship today. It's the Foster Family Foundation, based in Simi Valley, and we deeply appreciate their generous donation that has sponsored the complete partnership of the team. I'm going to get this wrong. Nayland, Bearden, and guide dog Ivy. They could not send a representative here today, but wanted me to convey their congratulations to Nayland and Ivy. How about it? We have two puppy sponsorship awards today. These great folks donated $5,000 to sponsor a pup and follow its path from the day it went home with its puppy raisers until it returned to GDA. We would like to thank our good friend Sandy Bennett and her sponsorship of Anderson. Sandy, I'm sure you're watching the ceremony in her home in Kentucky, so hello, Sandy, from all of us here, and thank you very much for your continued support of our program. We wish you could be here with us today and look forward to seeing you soon. Our second puppy sponsor, how about a big round of applause for Sandy? She does so much for us. Our second puppy sponsorship is from our friends at Sepulveda Building Materials. They have sponsored guide dog Cleo, and we want to thank our good friend Janie Connors for her continued support. They put on an amazing golf tournament each year and donate all the proceeds to us. They have supported us for many years and sponsored more dogs than I can recall. Janie unfortunately could not be with us today, but she sent a note for me to share with you. Congratulations, Natalie, Cleo, Sherry, and Matt. What a special day this is for all of you. We at Sepulveda Building Materials are so proud of your dedication and hard work. Cleo was born July 28, 2019, and she went home with Sherry and Matt in September, and we received our first update in October. What a wonderful update we received from Sherry and Cleo throughout her puppy training time. Cleo looked so magnificent at 60 pounds in her Sepulveda Building yellow jacket. She made us all so proud. There you go. It might be Cleo there. If you want to see all of her adventures, you can view them on Sepulveda.com website. And if you scroll down while you are there to the year 2015, you'll see Bosley, who was also sponsored by Sepulveda Building and raised by Sherry and Matt. How lucky we are. Best of luck, Natalie and Cleo. Remember, you can count on her. Harness sponsorships. We have harness sponsorship from the Inland Empire Puppy Raiser Group sponsoring harness for Ciros. Big round of applause for them. The Carrie Meir found from the Inland Empire Group sponsoring harness for Anderson. And Melissa Ramirez sponsoring the harness for Ivy. A final reminder, we are only able to provide these amazing dogs thanks to the support of thousands of individual foundations, corporations, and organizations, and this is why I would like to say thank you to everybody here. In closing, I just want to say, it's been my privilege this year. We're getting through this year, and we've graduated dogs. There's been a lot of other schools out there that have had a tough time, and we seem to be putzing right along. And it's thanks to my great staff that we're able to continue doing what we do. So, in closing, I just want to take this moment to say thank you to everybody, but especially the staff here at Guide Dogs of America. With that, I'm going to congratulate this great-looking 5 teams here and say I look forward to the graduation ceremony. Thank you very much. Who am I supposed to bring up? I'm supposed to bring you up, Kelsey? Let me introduce our lead trainer here, Kelsey Horst. I always forget that one. If you wanted to. Yeah, go ahead. It's all yours.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kelsey Horst, and I was the lead instructor for this class. Instructing alongside me is Sydney Fujishige. Sydney is a second-year apprentice going into her 3rd year starting this January. Sydney, thank you for all you did in this class for me and the students. I could not have done this without you. This is our 4th guide dog class since the start of the year, and we are so proud that we can continue our mission transforming lives through partnerships with service dogs. This is not something that we could have ever done without the help of every employee and volunteer on this campus. From the kennels and the breeding center, to our veterinary department and maintenance team, to our administration and our lovely ladies working in the VEC, everyone has a part at GDA, and I'm so grateful to be part of this organization. It shows that we are all dedicated to the mission and proves we have a great team here. Before I introduce the students, there are some people I would like to thank, starting with Patty, who works for the management company Ashkenazi Development. She was so generous and allowed us to use a conference room as a resting area between routes. I would also like to thank Brian Matthews, who is an area leader for our South Bay Puppy Group, and Lexi Dreyfus, who is part of the San Fernando Puppy Group. These 2 kind-hearted people were our dorm volunteers over the weekend during class, and this allowed us instructors to have a day off. And certainly, last but certainly not least, thank you to our chef, Jamie, and housekeeper, Connie, for taking such great care of the students and us trainers. Class 418 joins us from all over the United States, and their ages range from 27 to 68 years old. These 5 students had a lot to learn in the short 3 weeks they were here. Some of the students have had guide dogs before, and some were brand new guide dog users. Besides these new COVID protocols, endless amounts of paperwork prior to even coming to our facility, these students worked so hard to get to where they are, and I am so proud of each one of them. They learned the basics of guide work, how to manage their dogs, they learned new routes, and they have prepared for their journey home. It was nothing short of hard work for the 5 students graduating today. They knew what they came here for, completed every task, conquered every route, and now I can officially say are graduating today. So let's meet these teams. Our first student is Beverly Hammett. Miss Beverly is 67 years old and joins us from Starkville, Mississippi. She has been married for 50 years to her husband, Donnie. Beverly is a retired medical social worker of 33 years who is still very involved in the community and is an advocate for people with disabilities. She has a retired police dog, Gouda On, waiting for her and her new partner to arrive home. Gouda is fluent in German, and Beverly says she's just fluent enough to be dangerous. Beverly was paired with male yellow Labrador Retriever Cyros, who was raised by Kim Salas and family, represented today by Kim Salas.
Thank you for giving my freedom, my independence, my confidence back. I will always cherish this. Thank you.
Hello, I'm going to try to get through this without crying. I want to thank my husband Elvis for being supportive of raising puppies. It was started as just maybe one, but now it's grown to more. I want to thank my kids for helping me love and train the puppies. You guys did an awesome job. On February 15th, 2019, the day after Valentine's Day, we picked up our first puppy, the cutest yellow lab ever, and named him Cyros. We enjoyed every minute we had with Cyros in our home. He was absolutely the best boy and was a fast learner. He went everywhere with me. Our favorite place to go was the triplet school, from drop-off to pickup or to helping out in class. Well, I helped out in class, but Cyros laid in the back under a desk with loud snoring. The class didn't mind. The class loved having a puppy in training in their class. Everyone always commented what a good boy he was. I would tell them he made my job as a puppy raiser easy because he is just awesome. Everyone who met Cyros fell in love with him. And I want to say to Beverly that I am so proud and honored that I was able to be part of his journey to you, and I wish you guys all the best.
Our next student is Marty Lanter. Marty is 61 years old and is originally from Chicago, but is currently residing in Fort Wayne, Indiana. This will be Marty's 9th guide dog. Marty in the past has worked with the Beach Boys, but is currently working on his own music project right now and is a bass player. He also spent 15 years at United Ways as a crisis intervention counselor. Marty was paired with male Black Labrador Retriever Anderson, who was raised by Carrie Muir from our Inland Empire Puppy Group, represented today by Carrie.
Working on that. Okay, first of all, he's not my 9th dog. This is Anderson. He's my best dog. So you might not know it at the moment. It's my first time back at this school since 1995. And a lot of things have changed. None of this was here. So it was all grass and dirt. That building back there wasn't here. Yeah. Used to tote water for us up from the creek or something like that over there. Now the trainers do it, so that's changed. And being in classes, it's always an extraordinary thing. It's a lot of work. We're all out working the same routes every day, and then after a while we're all coming back into the dorm at night and what happened on this route to you, what'd your dog do, and it starts to get that, well, my dog did this and my dog did that, and it's so great, and that went perfect. And everybody thinks they have the best dog in the class, of course, and the problem with this has always been, every time I'm in class, is that I have the best dog in class and nobody else seems to notice this. But the things that don't change around here are the quality of the people who work here tirelessly that you'll never meet, including the housekeeping staff, the trainers, who, you know, a lot of them aren't up here. These two are, and they're wonderful. And the biggest thing that never changes is the quality of the puppy raisers. None of this happens without the puppy raisers. It is the most important part of the whole thing. So thank you for my dog. Where are you at? I'm right here. Okay. Don't let me go on anymore because I will. Nobody wants that.
Hi, everybody. I'm glad that Marty kept it funny because, anyway, thank you. I raised Anderson myself, but I had my husband's help. He's raised many, many puppies. This is the first one I checked out on my own. Thank you, Sandy Bennett, for sponsoring him, by the way. He was a pleasure to raise. I have nothing but praise for him. I think he's the best dog I've ever met. Really, he raised himself. I just walked beside him, and he did the rest. And Rick has an office staff, by the way. I don't know if they're watching, but they were really helpful, too. It did take a village to raise him, but I'm up here representing a lot of good people, and he's good stock. And Marty and Anderson, I wish you the best of everything. You're both wonderful. And thanks, everybody.
Our next student is Nanlyn Bearden. Nan is 65 years old and resides in Menifee, California, and this is her first guide dog. She used to own and this is her fourth guide dog. She used to own and operate her own music store for 30 years. Nanlyn is a retired concert pianist and plays the harp. Currently, she teaches music out of her home and has been doing this for over 50 years. She is also a neighborhood representative for her community in Menifee. Nanlyn was paired with female yellow Labrador Retriever Ivy, who was raised by the Ramirez family from our Inland Empire Puppy Group. The Ramirez family is unable to make it today, but Sydney will be reading a letter on their behalf. I almost did it again. It was at first. Am I acting like it's the first?
Podium's ready for you. There's a mic ready for you. Come on, Ivy. Sit, love. Yep, baby. That's my girl. Yep. Where are we at here? Hi, thank you. Welcome. To the left. Oh, hey, come on, baby. You're on camera here. Come on. Mommy. I just want to thank everyone for coming. Welcome. Marty stole my speech, everything I was going to say, I tell you. Doggone it, I was supposed to be first. But I know that all of us can't thank every one of you enough for all the time, effort, money, the hard work that goes into raising our dogs before they come here and then get the real strong training. There's just not enough words to say thank you for each and every one of you for all the time that you put in. I'm about to cry because I've got all 4 dogs from this school, and I love all the trainers, all the employees, the workers, everything that they do, and including the people that donate to this school to make it function as well as it does, and hopefully it will continue year after year. But thank you, everybody, from the bottom of my heart. God bless each and every one of you. Okay. All right. Okay, so on behalf of the Ramirez family, we would like to thank everyone at GDA and the Orange County Group for all of their patience, support, and guidance while raising Ivy. We are sad to be missing today while we travel to Texas to see our niece get married, and we wish we could be at 2 places at once. When our family decided we wanted to do something to help in our community, little did we know how much our decision would impact our lives. We made the decision to become puppy raisers after seeing a segment on the local news. After much preparation and anticipation, we met Ivy. She was always a playful and outgoing puppy, a perfect match for a busy family of 4. As much as we enjoyed training Ivy, we have come to realize how much she has trained us. She reminds us how to love unconditionally, that mistakes are okay, and that when you're cute, you will always be forgiven. Having Ivy return to GDA for her formal training was filled with mixed emotions: pride, joy, fear, and hope. We wanted Ivy to be successful, but knew how much we were going to miss her. To overcome our sadness, we reminded one another of the reason why we took on this task to begin with, and how much she was going to help someone else. This helped put our mind at ease, as did the unexplainable increase in monarch butterflies that would randomly show up around us. It reminded us of a time we were playing with Ivy in the backyard and a butterfly landed on her back. For whatever reason, Ivy stopped playing and laid down until the butterfly flew away. After Ivy started Guide Dog College, when one of us saw one of those beautiful butterflies fly nearby, one of us would say, "There goes our Ivy." We did some research and found that many regard butterflies as a symbol of new beginnings, resilience, transformation, hope, and change. Some cultures even believe butterflies carry the soul of a departed loved one. Now that Ivy is Guide Dog Ivy, we hope that she continues to attract butterflies to help her and her partner remember that together they have a new beginning. Together they are a symbol of freedom, love, and growth. And every now and again, it's our family sending you an angel to watch over and guide you and protect you both.
Our next student is Natalia Pedrosa. Natalia is 27 years old and resides in Pacoima, California. This is not only her first guide dog, but first time owning a dog. She lives at home with her family, who is very eager to meet Cleo. One of Natalia's goals is to work in a bakery shop one day. Natalia is looking forward to going home with her new partner so they can begin their new lives together. Natalia was paired with female Black Labrador Retriever Cleo, who was raised by Sherry and Matt Wett, represented today by Matt.
Good morning. I'd like to thank Sherry and Matt for your time, love, and effort. Because of you, I have Cleo, and I thank everyone for doing their part to make this possible. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Matt Weddy. Sherry and I have been raising puppies for a short time. Cleo is our number 10 and first female dog. For us, she was always a gentle, easygoing dog that liked to hang with her people. A couple days ago, we were fortunate enough to meet Cleo and Natalia together. And our takeaway from that meeting was that GDA TLC did a super awesome job of finding a partner for Cleo. Thank you for that. In parting, I'd like to say, Cleo, continue to work hard to keep your partner safe. And Natalia, continue to give Cleo the love she deserves. Thank you. And thanks to Sepulveda. If you have not seen the status reports on their website, you have to go see them. They're really cool. Thank you.
Our next student is Trudy Johnson. Trudy is 68 years old and currently resides in the Las Vegas area, and this is her first guide dog. Trudy lives at home with her Bichon Frise Max, who is very excited for her to come home. From 2008 to 2012, Trudy was organizing and running fundraising events for Boy Scouts of America. She is also a retired chef, but still loves cooking and spends most of her free time in the kitchen. Trudy is looking forward to many adventures with her new partner. Trudy was matched with male Yellow Labrador Retriever Harbor, who was raised by Bob and Terry Smith from our South Bay Puppy Group, represented today by Bob.
Well, see, I can get through mine because I've cried through everyone else's. Good boy. It's so hard because there are so many things and so many people I haven't met who should be thanked. But I am so grateful for this opportunity I have had of coming to Guide Dogs of America. Harbor is my first, and he's absolutely amazing. I would like to thank Guide Dogs of America for this opportunity, for Terry and Bob Smith, who were his puppy raisers. They really gave him a lot of love, and it shows. And for Sydney and Kelsey, I gotta show a little favoritism because Sydney really worked hard and overtime with me, and I just love her to death. And by the way, Marty, we may be the oldest, but they did save the best for last. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Bob Smith, and we're first-time puppy raisers. But for people to say that Terry and I were the puppy raisers, that's not quite right. It was the whole family, and I have my daughter here, Nicole, and her husband, Jake, and then there's Luke and Toby, and Dexter, the little one. I don't know where he is. He's somewhere out there, but all our families, were involved. First of all, people ask, how did you get involved in GDA? And we were here at a graduation about 4 years ago, and one of our friends got their first guide dog, and the transformation in their life was just amazing. So at that point, we said, we need to get involved with this. And we got to meet Chris on Wednesday night, and that was a great time for us. She asked me, well, how did he get his name, Harbor? Well, we get a phone call, and they said, well, he's going to come out of the H litter, so you need to pick a name that starts with H. And our youngest daughter said, oh, we're always boating, so how about Safe Harbor? A harbor is a place to keep boats safe, so let's raise a dog that'll keep somebody safe. So that's what we're hoping Harbor will do for Chris. But, two questions are always asked of people that are puppy raisers. Number one, they say, how can you give this dog up after you get so attached to it? But when you see what they do for somebody else, first of all, it's never your dog, you're taking care of it for somebody else and you're raising it. But that's the whole thing, to watch the transformation in somebody else's life. The next thing they always say to you is, Guy, I just don't know enough about dogs and how to raise them. Well, let me give you just a short rundown on all the people that helped us raise this dog. First of all, we get an 8-week-old puppy who's been in the nursery here. So he's had all this socialization with his brothers and sisters, which makes the best dog because they know how to handle and be with other dogs. And I think most people know Harbor is way too friendly. He loves everybody. We've had lots of dogs, but this guy's crazy. And you could ask our trainers about that. But, you get a puppy that will already sit on command. You get a puppy that will sit and stay until you give him his dinner. That's pretty amazing for an 8-week-old puppy. Then you go to puppy kindergarten. And in our South Bay group, we have Brian, who's right here, and his wife, Nancy. Unbelievable all the time they give everybody. And if you have any questions, and Brian can tell you, I've called him late at night, about these things, and they're wonderful with you. We also had another trainer in our group, Dave, who was always there with us. And then GDA would send Hannah, one of their professional trainers, but I consider Brian a professional trainer also. But Hannah would come, and she'd work with us, and if you ever needed extra time, she'd always be there. She met me one day at a park with a couple of her dogs. And then you have this vet department. If you have a problem with the dog, you call them. They'll talk to you on the phone, or they'll say, take a picture of it, send it to us. But they always have the answer. Then you have this kennel staff, which is unbelievable, because where, if any of you have ever had a dog, do you take a dog where he gets bathed, gets his nails trimmed, gets shots, and you're leaving him there, and they're excited about it, So whatever they do is great, because the dogs love it. When it comes to turn-in time, Stephanie was there with us to turn our dogs in, and she kept in touch with all of us. I don't know how she did it, but within the first 4 or 5 weeks, Harbor sent us an email. So she teaches them to type. Their, their punctuation is perfect. Their spelling's perfect. So, kudos to Stephanie. Now, Harbor spent more time here than probably anybody because of COVID. He was here for 1 year and 9 months. And we would call Steffi and we go, how's Harbor's self-esteem? How's he doing? And he's fine, he's having a great time. So I say congratulations to everybody here and all the things they did, because during COVID, we had a fire. They had to evacuate, the dogs and get them in a safe place. They were redoing the kennels, so they had less space for all the dogs. They were probably short on staff because of COVID. So with all those things, they still did a fantastic job. Well, nobody can tell you how to raise one of these dogs. First of all, I think it's kind of lucky if you get a dog that gets here, because first of all, you get a dog that's super healthy. Nobody knows what could happen. They check their eyes, they check their hips, they check everything. So you get that. And then, being this dog's trainer, he was so hyper. I just kept saying, there's no way. My wife and I must have said 100 times, there's no way he'll make it. And some of you have raised 10 dogs, whatever. You can't pick which ones will make it and which ones won't. So they always would tell me, he's high energy, but that's what it takes to get through the training. So we are so happy for Chris and to get Harbor, and that we know that he'll keep her safe as he did us, and we hope she enjoys all the time with him that we did. So congratulations to you, Chris and Harbor.
Thank you to everyone who came today, and for those of you that are tuning in, congratulations, Class 418. You have officially graduated.
Congratulations, everybody. It's so exciting. Before we end here, there's just a couple more people I wanted to thank that I skipped over accidentally. Sorry, I didn't read my notes. But we always forget some of these people. We have amazing puppies here, but we have even more amazing breeder keepers who keep these moms and these dads for us. And some of these dogs, when they're getting ready to whelp, eat like 10 bags of food a day or whatever. So you guys, those of you listening, thank you so much for keeping our breeding stock so happy and healthy. The other group, and we've mentioned several times in the speeches, we couldn't do what we do here without our area leaders. And I know we have quite a few of them here, and many of you might be at home watching. If the area leaders could just stand, we really could not do our job without you. I would really like to acknowledge you guys. Thank you, guys. All right, so let me just check my notes. With that, you guys, I want to tell everyone, thank you for coming. Have a great day. Stay healthy, and we hope to see you here again. Thanks. Bye.